tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Wow, this is going very slow. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. It would actually be good afternoon, wouldn't it? I'm not even sure my regulars will be showing up. They're probably in meetings. So, okay. And I just got one of my contacts sent me a thing on grants for peer support. So here we go. Now the grants are starting. So that's good. Today we're going to be talking about stigma. Right. Anybody that goes to the 5:30 Big Book study will not be having it today. I am prepping for a colonoscopy, so let's just put it that way. I don't get normal stuff. I have a 2-day. What you doing? What's up? It's cold outside. When it's cold outside, they want more love. Thank you. Hi, Patricia. Amber made me this T-shirt, and it's Spider-Man. So you can see the spider. This is my new favorite Spider-Man shirt. I may be 53, but I act 12. I love my video games. I love my superheroes, man. There's just something about superheroes. Of course, they're ruining the MCU, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. Today, we're going to talk about stigma. And it's unfortunate, but we may be doing some of our own stigma. Who knows? Let's find out. I know I've had stigma in my life, just not the stigma coming to me, but I've had my own stigma also. And we must remember that. All right, welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm going to be your host. If you're here, please say hello. Hopefully, I can make it all the way through this. If I leave abruptly, I apologize in advance. Yeah, I'm a hippie for Halloween because I ain't going nowhere. Today, I'm going to be the infamous Dion Miller. So, good afternoon. It's still Patricia. Stigma. Happens in the AA meetings too. What's the biggest stigma in AA? Other addictions. That's the stigma in AA. Yeah. Sure, there's stigma. There's stigma everywhere we go. There's one thing that I tend to I argue with or debate, not argue, with my fellow peers on alcoholism or SUD. Okay. I prefer alcoholic. I've been an alcoholic for 34 years, and now you want me to change it? Oh, wait a minute. I got something I wanted to show you guys. Fuck you. Ain't gonna happen. I won't even write my notes. Client has signs of SUD. No, this is me. Client looks like a crack addict. I'm kidding. I can do better than that. I know how to take notes, professional notes. It's really not that hard, right? Okay. But what are these people, or even us, really after? Why would NADAC and SAMHSA change the name? Why? We got to ask these questions, people. You think SAMHSA and NADAC is on your side? No. They've gone to crap, my friends. They went to crap. Hazelden and AA, that's about the only astute ones left. 12-step groups. Okay. Why'd they change it to substance use disorder? Because they make more money off disorders, most likely. That's my guess. But it's money. What else? What else? Tell me what else NADAC and SAMHSA has done for us in the last 35 years, and I might get on board with you. Okay. I've been doing this a long time. I've been watching this a long time. And when I see stigma, it's stigma, man. There's no. And you know what? And that you're right. Somebody hit it because of stigma. You know, here's the thing. That's great. But they never asked us. Okay. Anytime a group of people is deciding somebody else's needs without asking is stigma. Labeling, I don't know. I don't understand the label part. Calling myself an alcoholic's not a label. It's a fact. It's a fact. How else would you like me to say it? Well, I am a person with a problem of drinking alcohol unsafely. Here, does that work? Do we feel better? Sure, a doctor decides your needs if you're honest with them. And even then, I had one decide my needs and he was wrong. And now I'm coming off fucking duloxetine. Oh, I'm talking about the stigma here. And I get it. And I may upset some people. Okay. But here's the thing, we all have our opinion. Okay. Is this opinion? Yes. Is part of it fact? Oh yeah. If you'd rather be called somebody with AUD, go for it. Go for it. Okay? Do it. I'm not going to stop you, but you're not going to make me change that. I don't, you know what makes me feel labeled? Substance use disorder. Quit adding shit. Okay? Okay? It causes confusion. And when that confusion does, is it causes division, which is what they want, because they don't want AA to survive. Do you not see the big business? No, they don't want that for you. I'm sorry. I wish they did, but I haven't seen it. SAMHSA used to be great till everything got taken over by doctors and big business. Now recovery, and it's fact, is big business. Look at all the body brokering going on. Look at all the different places that are making money off this patient brokering and everything. It is happening. These are facts. What about HD and H? I don't understand how that goes. But that's a great question. That's a great question. Okay. That's a great question. Thank you. All right, ADHD and PTSD. Number one, first of all, self-diagnosis is extremely dangerous. Okay. Okay. Second, you have got to be off the hooch for at least 6 months before you can be diagnosed with anything. Did you get diagnosis before you got sober? You might want to recheck that diagnosis. Okay? Because things have changed for you. Go see a psychiatrist. Oh, it's hard to see a psychiatrist. I got one in a week and a half. Done. Bam, bam, bam. Done. If you want to know how, ask me. I'll tell you. If you live in Colorado, I know the system. I have to use it. And there it is. Yeah, those are all medical descriptions. Good for them. Okay, if that's what they want to write in their stuff, that's great. Go for it. If you guys need to get your grants and you need to write, I understand because sometimes billing will not pay you unless you use that. Okay. So I get that part. Okay. But the thing is it never should have. We don't need another medical description. We've already described it. I am an alcoholic. I don't want to be anything else. Okay. I don't. To me, it's stigma. It's talking over other people. That's it. Okay. I put on Facebook, I would rather be called an alcoholic than a person with SUD. And somebody said, "What is that?" See? Proof. Fact. Okay. And this person has the potential to be an alcoholic. Okay. And they know it. They work on their drinking problem. But they don't know what SUD is. AUD. What are we going to do? PUD? That's PUD. It's an old swear word. It was around in the 80s for about 3 years, I think. Right. So, you know, what are we going to do? We're going to go into AA and say, "Hi, I'm Dion, and I have AUD." Is that what we're going to do now? Because that feels like the expectation. And gosh, I am tired of people coming into the recovery community and telling us what we need to do. We have our answer. We don't need you. We need the professionals. We do. Oh, I was talking about PTSD and ADHD. I apologize. So you need to wait at least 6 months before you can get a diagnosis. Okay. And what they were talking about, the medical descriptions, what they do, I keep hearing IUD, integrated use disorder. That's what that would be. That means that you have more than one. So, oh, sorry. So what they're saying is our addiction looks just like these mental illnesses. Oh, I know when your birthday is. I love you. I know it's you writing. See, it's to each their own. Lori and I, we banter, okay? And I love Lori, so don't get me wrong. All right, I'm an ex addict in long term recovery. Great, that's awesome. And 9 years, man, it's gonna be awesome. 4 days. I have a great feeling you're probably gonna make it. Great job, Lori. I love you. All right. So yeah, what I'm talking about is a matter of opinion. Okay, it is. I hear what you're saying. I do. I hear what you're saying, but I don't agree. I don't. I don't. I don't feel like I'm an alcoholic. I'm okay with that. Okay, but that doesn't describe who I am. It's just one of those things that I get that I have. Okay. What Lori is saying is this, and I totally get it. It's like when I talk about stop being a newcomer. Okay. What she's telling me is to stop just being an alcoholic, that you're more than that, that alcoholism doesn't define who you are, and neither does substance use disorder. Okay. It's just a medical term, is what she's saying. Right. And I agree with that too. Absolutely. Um, but there's no way that we can really talk about stigma unless we get into the conversation first, right? Unless we're like, hey, you know, this is how I feel, this is how I feel, so that we can get to the right answer. Because when it comes down to it, um, you know, what? Then somebody's getting a phone call. I'll call you after this. Just give me a couple minutes. I'll call you. I think it's my turn, and I'm doing fine today because my stomach finally doesn't hurt because there's nothing in it. I'm doing colonoscopy prep, right? So we can't really fight stigma. That's the one thing. You can't fight it. A lot of times, stigma is going to have to be an agreement and acceptance. Okay. Do you think I'm going to be able to change the minds of hundreds and thousands of professionals over to alcoholic? No, it ain't going to work. It's something I have to come into agreement with. Okay. Then I work with. Okay. Then there's a challenge in there. I work with what I have. Right. And God does great things with that stuff. So you definitely don't have to ride on what I'm saying. It's total opinion. Okay. There's some fact in there. There's some fact. So, but great talk, man. Great talk, everybody. I feel pretty good about that. What it comes down to is we all know we're all on the same side, and when it comes down to it, we can all really agree on one thing, that we're going to help as many people as we can, right? Yeah. And when we all have that intention, um, when we all have that intention, then beautiful things happen, right? I mean, I said this in the beginning, so a lot of people may not have heard, but I got an email this morning, and the grants are starting to come in now. So God's doing something. All right, that's going to be it for today. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was good to see you all. This was a great discussion. I appreciate it. Peace out. I love you. Peace out, and have a day.